everyone. I haven't done a what's in my bag video, so I wanted to do a quick what's in my bag video, and this is on the Louboutin Galliera GM size. But anyway, the measurement on this bag is approximately 19.69 inches, and from top to bottom it is 13.39 inches, and the depth is about I would say almost 8 inches, 7.87, yeah, inches in depth. So I do love, this is probably one of my favorite Louis Vuitton styles. I do have this in the PM. It was the second bag that my husband had bought me, probably back when they were first released. They were released, I believe, like around Valentine's Day or maybe April of the year they came out, and then he had purchased it for me for Christmas of that year. So I've had it for a while, and I never want to use it because it's just very sentimental, because I know that's the only one he'll ever buy me. So I loved it so much that I actually came across this one, and a friend that I knew was selling one, so she's like, "Hey, are you interested?" I'm like, "Yeah." So I ended up purchasing it from her, and when I received it, it was in, I mean, of course, it's still in great shape. It is starting to patina, as much as I try to avoid that. I like them when they're naked and new, kind of like a virgin. Alright, so overall, the pros and cons, it is a big bag, so for me, when I tend to carry big bags, I tend to stuff it with a lot, and it tends to get heavy after a while. The strap is very comfortable on me. It stays up, it doesn't fall down. I do like that, and I like how it has adjustable, you can adjust the straps to a size either. So on me, I have it on the last setting, so it droops a little bit lower, but it's not in my armpit. I don't like when bags are right in my armpit. So I have it on that, and the only thing is, it's like the normal hardware, like they make the marks on it. There's really not much you can do to prevent that. Like over here, where was it? I don't know if you can see, but I'll try to. You can see it just from the brass hardware right here. It's starting to. It has like almost like a dark mark there, but I'm sure very carefully with magic eraser, if you rub it gently, it'll come out. But I'll wait till it darkens a little bit more before I do that. Okay, so inside, I haven't cleaned out my bag in probably over 3 weeks, and usually I change my bags out every week, sometimes every few days, because depending on the weather and stuff, or if I'm going an all-day thing on, like during the weekends, or if I'm running around, I usually tend to carry smaller bags, so it's been a record. And so I probably have more in here than I usually generally carry, just because I haven't had time to change it out. But I'm going to try to get so you can see inside. So I have lots of stuff inside, and I usually carry the same stuff over and over, but just recently I know I have more than usual. So I actually have 2 cosmetic bags, and I'll explain why. So I have the Coach Nylon Pink Cosmetic Bag. I purchased this at the outlet probably almost 2 years ago, and I have it filled to the gills. I just have so much stuff in it. If you want, I could do a separate review on what's in my cosmetic bag. So if you'd like me to do that, just leave a comment below, and I'd be happy to do a review on what's in my cosmetic bag. And then I also have a Prada Nylon cosmetic bag. This is the smaller one, and the reason, I just have hand sanitizer in here, tissues, and a gloss and a lipstick. And the reason why is because I was carrying a smaller bag, and I just wanted absolute essentials, so I had put it in here, and I just never had a chance to empty it out, put it in there, and put the other one away, if that makes sense. Okay, in here, this is a Victoria's Secret's cosmetic bag, but in here, I only carry this when I carry a big bag. I have a mini hairbrush from Sephora, and I have a little claw clip for my hair, and I also keep this big claw clip in it. So I usually keep this in big bags. And what else? I have my forever going, I should say. It's really old. It's a checkbook. It's a Louis Vuitton checkbook. I don't want to open it because my private information is on it. This is probably close to 20 years old. It is really old, and it's holding up pretty well. Hi everyone, sorry, I ended up getting cut off. I have the iPad 16 gigabyte and it limits me on how many videos I can do. So, well, I thought I was finished. I went and got changed. I did a few things. I went back to look at the video and it cut me off like halfway through. So I changed. So if you're wondering what would happen, I ended up getting cut off. So I changed and I wanted to finish up the video. So I just want to pick up where I last left off. This is a coupon holder. I've had this for a while. This one's, I actually got this on eBay a couple of years, like probably over 6 years ago. It's by the number 4, Best Bargains, 4bestbargains.com, and it's made in USA. And I picked it up on eBay. I don't know if you can see, I don't know if the iPad will zoom in on it, or focus. It might be out of focus, but it actually leaves the business phone number. It's set area code 713-473-9000-9000. I love it. This one was a breast cancer awareness one. They're handmade, or not handmade, they're hand sewn. And just the only wear is really on the corners. It's starting to fray a little bit, but overall it's held up really nicely. I mean, considering that I always keep it in my bag, it's held up pretty good. And I try to take care of good things, but I think just of age and being bounced around all the time, it has some wear on it, not too bad. Next is I have a pack of gum. I'm just trying to pick up where I last left off. And I have a Louis Vuitton pen holder. This can hold 3 small pens, or 2 large ones. Like I have a highlighter and a big pen. And I can't stress enough like the importance of having a pen holder. It could be a Ziploc bag. It could be like a Hello Kitty. It could be any type of pen holder. I just think it's so important that if you want to preserve your bags, especially the linings, a pen holder is like a must. For me, it's a must-have, and I highly recommend it. That way, it's like it just takes that worry of stress or like of having a pen leak or the cap coming off on a pen, which happens to everybody, and you never think about that. And all of a sudden, you're like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I'm the same way with makeup bags. Like I see people just have makeup loose in the bag. Oh my gosh, that freaks me out. Like, how do you? I'm like, I can't. It just gives me anxiety. I have to have everything contained. But anyway, I have this Louis Vuitton coin holder. I originally purchased this with the intent of putting coins in it, and I just felt like this is too new and pretty. So I just I have these Sharper Image noise cancellation headbuds, and these were giveaways at our work, and I just felt like it's not something I would have purchased for myself, but since if something were to happen to them, I don't want to spend money to really replace them, but it keeps them protected. It works great. And then I also have these earbuds. They're clean, but they're crushed. They're pink, and you just pop them in your ears. And I have a pair of orange ones. And we use these, my husband and I, we use these when we go to concerts, and they're disposable, so when they're done, we just chuck them. So it helps preserve the hearing. So it comes in very handy. Next is, this is a vintage Louis Vuitton eyeglass case. I've had this for so many years. When I purchased this, I also purchased it along with my Louis Vuitton PM Agenda, and right after I purchased this, I ended up getting the LASIK vision correction surgery, and I thought at times, well, maybe I'll sell it, but I'm like, let me hold on to it, just because I'm sure down the road I'll need readers or something. But it turns out they actually fit my, these are Tommy Bahama Polarized sunglasses, and they fit so nicely in it, so it works perfectly. Alright, okay, this is a Coach card case. I purchased this when they first came out about three years ago maybe. I love this. I haven't stopped using it since I purchased it. It just holds my loyalty cards and like my supermarket cards. So it has a back pocket, and in here it has, so when you open it, it has like this little outer pocket, and then it has this back interior pocket, and then it just has the main pocket compartment, which is almost like accordion style. So these hold like your Sephora, Ulta, all those type of loyalty gift cards. So it works great for that. I have the Louis Vuitton Emily Damier Bean wallet. I absolutely love this wallet, and the main reason why is because it's lightweight, it's thin, and I used to carry the Sarah wallet or the zippy or the long zippy wallet, and I just felt like there's times where I just felt like it was just too big, too chunky. So I just find myself over the years I'm starting to downsize a little bit more. And I love this because at first I was concerned about it not having enough card holders. But I found that this large back pocket actually holds so much more than if it was card slots. So I don't know if you could see. So I have all these cards here. So if you spread them out, it actually holds it quite nicely, and it's not bulky at all. It's like nice and thin still. So overall the wear, I don't see any wear on it. But then again, like I try to be so careful with my accessories. But I love it, and I highly recommend it. You'd be amazed at this little thing. It's wonderful. So next is a Rebecca Minkoff coin purse. It's hot pink, so I love it. Inside, I just keep a debit card. I keep cash and just coins. Where I work, the cafeteria is kind of far, so if I don't bring my lunch, I have to walk all the way to the cafeteria to pick it up. But what I love about this is I have a iPhone 4S. You're probably like, what? Because now that the 6 is out, it's almost like the 4 became a relic. But it actually fits very nicely in here. So when I go to the cafeteria, I just pop this in and I go. I don't have to worry about bringing a wallet. I just bring this. So inside of the Galliera, there are 3 pockets. Actually, it's kind of like a two-in-one type deal. But it has a useless cell phone case. Whereas I just put my car keys in here. But other than that, there's not much you can really do with it, or put lip glosses. And it has a snap closure pocket. I never really use it just because it's there, but I really don't use it. And then I use this interior pocket. And in there I have just some paperwork, directions somewhere. And I have 2 store receipts to Stop and Shop, and then I have one to King's Supermarket. It was my friend's birthday on Monday, so we picked her up a cake. And Monday seemed like it was already a year ago. This week has been so crazy busy. And I just want to go over some details of the bag. This particular one was made in USA. I don't know if the camera will zoom in, but that one's made in USA. And let me see if I can get the date code. The date code is located inside of the snap pocket on it would be your left-hand side if it's in front of you, if that makes sense. So the date code's a 2009. This is SD1069. So it was made the 16th week of 2009. I don't know if you can see it. Overall, it's held up so nicely. I have nothing but great things to say about it. I really do love this bag. A lot of people have complained of the markings that the hardware leaves up on here. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, it's to be expected over time. But yeah, I try to be careful with things, but certain things are just out of your control, and I don't mind it so much. A lot of people ask me, is it comparable to the Artsy MM? It is in size. It's pretty comparable. I think the Artsy may hold a little bit more. The Artsy also has more interior pockets. But also I feel like the Artsy is more, for me, it's more of a carefree bag because it just has the pochette strap. There's no like piping. And then it has like the little strap that hangs that you could put your key, attach your key to it. I just feel like once it goes through the patina process that it becomes a worry-free bag, and it is a beautiful bag. But they're both different. So if I had to pick one, I really can't because they're both beautiful bags. But they both have feet. Like this has its little feet on the bottom, and it does protect it, when you put it on the, God forbid, on the floor. But if you do, at least it has feet. And you just have to worry about like if you bump into things. Like at work, I tend to bump into the doorway a lot. And I'll always worry about scuffing the piping, but so far it's been wonderful. I don't know, it's hard to really pinpoint like the pros and cons. Like there's just a few, but when you love the bag so much, it's like the cons kind of don't even stand out anymore. But so I just want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon.